Welcome to Hot Drama TV.
When a single I Love You shook the stage. Liu Yuning's most unexpected moment at the 2026 Spring Festival Gala. Crescent moon emotional intro. The night that was supposed to be perfect. Under the blinding lights of a New Year's stage, every step is rehearsed. Every smile is measured. Every breath follows a script. For Liu Yuning, the 2026 Jiangsu TV Spring Festival Gala recording was meant to be exactly that. Polished, festive, flawless. He walked onto the stage in a striking all-red outfit, glowing like a moving flame against the winter backdrop. Red coat, red inner layer, red pants, red microphone. As if he himself had become a symbol of luck for the coming year. But sometimes the most unforgettable moments are not written in the program. They come from the audience. They come from one single voice. And on that night, that voice shouted three words that Liu Yuning never expected to hear so loudly. I love you. From a male fan. In front of everyone. And in that instant, a perfectly controlled celebrity turned back into a real, embarrassed, human Liu Yuning. Direct hit the sudden confession that broke the script. The recording was moving smoothly. Cameras were ready. Music cues were set. Liu Yuning stood confidently, prepared for another professional performance. Then it happened. From the audience, a deep, powerful voice cut through the silence. WONI. I love you. Not the usual high-pitched screams from female fans. Not the familiar chants. Not coordinated support. It was direct, unexpected, and impossibly loud. For a split second, Liu Yuning froze. His eyes searched the crowd. His brain tried to process what just happened. His lips tightened as if saying, don't laugh, don't laugh. But humans aren't machines. The corners of his mouth betrayed him. He lowered his head. He inhaled. He tried to reset. Failed. He pretended nothing happened. Then adjusted his posture. Then wiped his face. Then looked away. Another failure. Finally, he covered his face and burst into helpless laughter. Fans later joked. 800 fake moves. And not a single one worked. What should have been a calm interaction instantly turned into one of the most awkward and adorable moments of the entire gala recording. Fire red heat. How one outfit became a viral symbol. Netizens didn't just focus on his reaction. They noticed the color. That night, Liu Yuning was dressed completely in red. A long red coat, red layers inside, red pants, even a red microphone. Under the lights, he looked like a walking New Year blessing. But after the confession, something else turned red too. His ears, his cheeks, his composure. And that's when the internet created the viral pun. Red heat. It didn't just describe his outfit. It described his emotional temperature. Red on the outside. Flushing on the inside. Overheated by embarrassment. Fans joked that he looked like a New Year limited edition groom, a walking strawberry from Dandong, and even a human firecracker ready to explode. But beneath the humor, something deeper was happening. The red wasn't only fashion. It became a visual metaphor. For vulnerability. For surprise. For the moment when a celebrity stops acting and starts reacting. From awkward silence to professional switch. What makes this moment powerful isn't the laugh. It's what came after. Because once the music cue arrived, Liu Yuning transformed. 1 second ago, embarrassed, covering his face. Next second, upright, focused, professional. He opened his mouth and sang the New Year song. Good luck is coming nonstop. And suddenly the atmosphere changed. His voice was crisp. His presence was steady. His expression returned to control. Audience members later described it as, from shy boy to stage king in one breath. That contrast is rare. Most performers either stay awkward or stay distant. Liu Yuning did both. He let people see his humanity, then immediately proved his professionalism. That's why fans didn't just laugh. They respected him more. Mobile phone, the internet explosion. When one clip becomes culture. Within hours, the clip flooded social media. The fake movements. The suppressed laughter. The male fans' confession audio. Everything became material for creativity. Memes titled, Liu Yuning's Human Embarrassment Collection. Boiling Kettle Reaction Archive. When you try not to laugh but fail as a celebrity, Editors mixed the male confession with different situations, compared male fan voices versus female fan screams, turned Liu Yuning's reactions into stickers and GIFs. People stopped calling him just a star. They called him a living sample of real emotion in the entertainment industry. In an era where idols are often too perfect, too scripted, too safe, Liu Yuning's unscripted moment felt refreshing. He wasn't pretending. He was living. Brain what this moment really reveals about celebrity culture. First glance, this looks like comedy, but underneath it reflects something bigger. Performing arts 1. Fans are no longer just observers. Modern audiences don't only watch, they interact. One shout can rewrite the entire scene. The stage is no longer one-directional. It's emotional exchange. Speech balloon 2. Authenticity beats perfection. Perfect idols feel distant. Awkward idols feel close. Liu Yuning didn't become viral because he looked cool. He became viral because he looked human. Globe with Meridians 3. Viral culture loves spontaneity. The internet rewards the unexpected. Not rehearsed charm. Not scripted flirting. But real reactions that cannot be copied. That's why this 3-second confession created days of discussion. Why Liu Yuning's image became stronger, not weaker. Some artists fear embarrassment. But for Liu Yuning, this moment did the opposite. It showed. He doesn't fake calm. He doesn't hide emotion. He doesn't act superior to fans. Instead, he stands between two worlds. Professional enough to hold a stage. Real enough to blush on it. That balance is rare. And that's why audiences keep watching him. Not just for his voice, but for his personality. Behind the smile, what Liu Yuning was really facing on that stage. When people replay the clip, they laugh. They loop the moment where Liu Yuning lowers his head. They slow motion his lips trembling. They zoom into the second he finally gives up and laughs. But what most viewers don't think about is this. On that stage, Liu Yuning wasn't just embarrassed. He was unprepared. Every performer prepares for applause, for cheers, for screams of support. But almost no one prepares for a confession thrown like a stone into calm water, especially when the confession breaks expectations. It wasn't a shy voice. It wasn't playful teasing. It was strong, clear, and confident. That's why Liu Yuning's brain froze. Because in 1 second he had to answer 3 questions at once.
Do I respond seriously?
Do I ignore it? Do I laugh? And before logic could choose, instinct answered. He laughed. Not because it was funny, but because surprise always reaches the heart faster than reason. Performing arts, the pressure of being always ready. People often forget what being a celebrity really means. It means you are expected to react perfectly, even when reality is imperfect. You can't show discomfort. You can't show confusion. You can't pause too long. Yet Liu Yuning paused. And that pause became beautiful. Because for once, the audience didn't see a finished product. They saw a man thinking in real time. They saw him negotiating between backhand index pointing right politeness, backhand index pointing right professionalism, backhand index pointing right embarrassment, backhand index pointing right sincerity. His fake moves weren't random. Each one was a silent attempt to regain control. Adjusting posture equals reset. Touching face equals grounding. Looking away equals delay. Smiling equals escape. But the heart was faster than training. And that's why fans felt close to him. Not impressed, but connected. When fashion turns into emotion, let's talk about the red coat again. First it was just styling. New Year red. Festive red. Lucky red. But after the confession, that red changed meaning. Before, confidence. After vulnerability. The long red coat framed his cold, pale skin. Under stage lights he looked elegant, dramatic, cinematic. Yet when his ears flushed, the contrast became emotional. It was like watching a movie character. A hero standing tall, suddenly becoming shy. Fans called him the red coat ceiling of C entertainment. A rose growing from the stage. New Year's groom in real life. But what really made the outfit unforgettable wasn't the cut. It was the moment emotion entered it. Fashion becomes powerful only when it meets feeling. And Liu Yuning gave it feeling. Musical note from human to performer. the switch that defines him. Some celebrities freeze when something goes wrong. Some lose rhythm. Some stay awkward for minutes. Liu Yuning didn't. After laughter, he inhaled. And then, music. His voice landed clean. No chaking. No hesitation. No leftover embarrassment. The audience later said. He laughed like a boy but sang like a king. That transition is rare. Proves something important about him. He doesn't hide emotion. But he doesn't let emotion destroy the stage either. That balance is why producers trust him. Why fans respect him. Why viral moments don't weaken him. They strengthen him. Mobile phone. Why the internet loves Liu Yuning's awkwardness. In today's entertainment industry, many idols are too safe. They smile correctly. They speak correctly. They react correctly. But correctness is boring. The internet doesn't love perfection. It loves contrast. Liu Yuning gave contrast. Cool outfit versus shy reaction. Tall figure versus helpless laugh. Professional image versus human chaos. That's why his clip wasn't just shared. It was replayed. Because people didn't just see a moment. They saw themselves. Everyone has tried not to laugh and failed. Everyone has tried to stay calm and lost. Everyone has been surprised by something they couldn't control. Liu Yuning became a mirror, not a statue. Brain the male fan, not a joke but a cultural signal. Many people laughed at the male fan. But think deeper. Why did his confession hit harder than usual screams? Because it broke habit. In entertainment culture, love confession is usually coded. Female male star. When a male voice confidently shouted love, the brain of the crowd needed 1 second to adjust. That adjustment created tension. And tension creates reaction. The fan didn't just speak. He changed the emotional rhythm of the room. And Liu Yuning felt that rhythm shift immediately. That's why his reaction looked so real. He wasn't acting confused. He was genuinely recalculating the situation. Live. Seedling. What this moment adds to Liu Yuning's long story. If you follow Liu Yuning's career, you already know. He didn't start perfect. He climbed slowly. He learned on stage, online, in public. That's why moments like this fit him. He's not a glass idol. He's a growing one. Each viral moment doesn't trap him. It layers him. Singer, actor, performer, human. And now, the man who blushes under confession, but still sings through spotlight. That night at the Jiangsu TV Spring Festival Gala was supposed to be predictable. Lights, music, smiles. But a single male fan broke the script with 3 words. I love you. And in doing so, he revealed something priceless. Not scandal, not controversy, but truth. Behind every red coat, behind every spotlight, behind every polished performance, there is still a person learning how to laugh, recover, and shine at the same time. And maybe that's why Liu Yuning's most memorable performance that night wasn't just his song. It was the moment he forgot to be perfect and became unforgettable.